Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. If you hear background noise, it's just because my dog is very needy. Wait, where is he? Very needy.
Oh,
But
cutie puppies.
so cute.
Katie, are you on Wi-Fi?
I could try to.
Because it's a little blurry and you're skipping in and out a bit.
I just got on Wi-Fi.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's better. I just invited the unicorn account, so it says they're unable to join.
Bummer.
Maybe if they come in to view. Let's see. Hmm.
Mm.
You know how to, okay.
Oh, there we are.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I wanted to do this on my desktop, but I figured out I have, oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
doing it
you
on my
can't.
iPad.
If you keep your phone like that, though, you're sideways. It
Oh,
doesn't switch with you. Yeah.
oh, I have to do it this way. I apologize. This is my
Yeah. I
first.
think
I'm
Katie
sorry.
is stuck. Can you see her? Oh, she just went out. Let me invite her back in. How are you? Oh, no.
Yeah, don't turn it
Okay, wait. I see you. I'm trying to see if I can get Katie back in.
I'm
There we
back.
go.
Ah,
All
there she
righty.
is. Hello.
There we go. All right, so let's get started. So, hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alexi. Back in June, I started a little passion project on Instagram to raise awareness for and advocate for individuals with invisible disabilities. So, I'm sure as you can gather from that title, disabilities that are not necessarily as apparent to the human eye, whether that is an intellectual disability, a hearing impairment. There'll obviously a very long list here that we can talk about. But yeah, so each week on my Instagrams, I've been doing live segments, almost like a podcast, to talk about something relative to this topic, whether it's different people that work in this field, caregivers of children with disabilities, people that also have their own diagnoses that come on to share their experiences. So it's been really great. Everything has been a really unique perspective, and I've been able to meet a lot of awesome people. You guys have met Katie already. She was on my live last week, and now this is going to be about the Unicorn Children's Foundation, which is a nonprofit that Katie is a junior board member of. So I will turn it over to the ladies below to introduce themselves, and then we can get started.
Angela.
Oh, you want like for me to go first? Okay,
Sure.
sure. I am Angela Fisher, and I am the president of Unicorn Children's Foundation. And I have been serving as president for almost 2 years, but I've been involved with Unicorn Children's Foundation for probably about 18.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Katie, do you want to introduce yourself briefly again?
I'm Katie. I work at Cardinal Health. I'm the junior board president of Unicorn Children's Foundation. Um, yeah, I like to travel. And I was diagnosed with autism at 24. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. So we could start with obviously the main and simple question. What is Unicorn Children's Foundation? Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about who you are and your mission and what you guys do?
Sure, I could start off by giving you a little something. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you, everyone, and thank you, Alexi, for giving us this opportunity. And this is my first Instagram Live, so I'm feeling pretty cool. I think I look cool with my unicorn.
You're
And
doing great.
we are a 27-year-old nonprofit organization out of Boca Raton, Florida. However, we are now in 26 states,
Okay.
across the US and Canada, and we help kids and young adults with developmental differences. Little
Okay.
backstory there. Katie's predecessor, Haley Moss, who is an author, advocate, and artist, she was the president of the junior board, and she said that she doesn't have special needs, she has human needs. So we are changing the narrative to say developmental differences.
I love
So
it.
yes, so we are helping individuals with developmental differences. And I think what sets us apart from other organizations is that we help the families navigate this journey that they are on when they once get diagnosed. And, for the resources that we provide. And we also have a lot of information on our website, and
Right.
we have newsletters that go out every month that have loads of information to
That's
help. And we are going to be rolling out our snack hub, and
okay.
share that information with everyone. It's specialneedspbc.info.
Okay.
That's very helpful to families and
Great.
individuals. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. I wanted to ask you, so what types of diagnoses, I know you said developmental differences. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about the specific diagnoses you see of the people that you work with or come to you guys for supports?
Sure. Well, as you know, like the spectrum is, from whether it's ADHD, autism, dyslexia, it's all the spectrum. So
Right. Right.
whether high
Okay.
functioning or, or nonverbal. So
Okay. And what age range do you feel like you guys see the most of right now? Or would you say it's pretty much across the lifespan?
well, right now it's, I believe, young adults, but we are an organization that is cradle to career. So
Right.
that's from early on all the way up into adulthood. So we
Okay.
have, yes, we have we have sponsorships that we offer individuals through our ESDM, and they can get diagnosed by Dr. Burkhart
Okay.
out of Jupiter.
Okay.
So it's early on, and that's the key, is getting,
Right.
diagnosed early on, as Katie can tell you.
Right. Of course. Of course.
Diagnosed at
So
24, I
go
could.
ahead, Katie. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, as someone who's diagnosed at 24, I definitely can attest to that, and I agree with Angela's statement. Yeah.
Yeah, the earlier the better for sure. It kind of gives me the segue of asking you guys, what types of services do you guys provide through your organization? Like, what do people come to you for? Can you give some examples of what you guys essentially do for this community?
Sure. Well, during COVID, there was actually a silver lining because we were able to go virtual, and that's how we are now in 26 states and in
Okay,
Canada. So we're
awesome.
offering in-person classes in our Connection Center in Boca Raton, Florida, but also offering virtual classes. I
Okay,
happen to be in the photography class, and I love it.
great.
And we actually now have 2 new students that just enrolled in this class that we're taking now. So we have Ashley from New Jersey, and Oriana from Virginia, Victoria from Texas, and there's another person, I think, from Nebraska. So
Right.
so we
That's
all come together
awesome.
to learn photography, but there's a lot of classes that we're offering this session, which are pretty unusual and unique, I think. There's, learn to speak Japanese, learn to speak Spanish, and there's cooking classes, and
Amazing.
yeah, so, but we do offer in person as well. So very
Okay. Are
excited
the
about that.
classes mainly like, would you say the classes you guys offer are things to help develop like certain life skills or more helping people find like passions to kind of expand on? Like, what is the purpose essentially beside the like the purpose behind the classes that you guys have.
Exactly. Yes. We have our barista training that gives you industry standard certifications to be a
Okay.
barista, because we are in the process of building out our Special Perks Cafe in Boca Raton,
Oh, okay.
that will employ individuals with
Okay.
developmental differences.
As far as like daily living skills, Angela, we have the cooking, or wasn't it like breakfast club, or they were teaching
Yes.
how to cook? So that's
Yes.
daily living skills class that they have offered.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's kind of like a mix of everything. You take activities of daily living, career-oriented classes.
Yoga classes for exercising, or
Yoga class. Yes.
Okay.
mindfulness and relaxation and stuff. So
Okay, so it's kind of like a little bit of everything. Would you say, I don't know, recall the exact mission of Unicorn Children's Foundation, but essentially is your goal, the goal of the nonprofit organization, what does that look like?
The goal of the organization is to
Yeah, like
help
your
kids
mission.
and young adults with developmental
Right, like
differences.
developing, is it more for like fostering like relationships with other people, like kind of, because I guess, you know, now that we have in-person classes too, getting to make
Social
friends
skills.
and meet new
Yes,
people,
and
so
social
kind of like a little
skills,
bit of
right?
everything.
And dating also as well.
dating, and
Okay.
also like really just like 56% of adults with autism like haven't held a job before the age of 30, or
Right.
delayed into getting employment. If they do get employment, it might be very later than their neurotypical peers. So so Unicorn helps, like Angela said, like the barista training and things like that. Like they're really focused on trying to make sure that we bridge the gap with employment.
Right.
Adults with autism can be employed in high school, or like their early 20s, just like everybody else.
Right. No, I love that. I wasn't sure like if the classes were specifically oriented to like only towards employment or only towards just,
Like
you know,
No, it's across the
expanding
board.
interests.
dating
Okay.
It's
and
across the board,
whatever.
right?
So, and then like Disney Club, Disney Lovers Club, that's like social. It's a common interest. We all love Disney, so let's all talk about it, and then you can make friends that way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are your classes grouped like by age or just by topic or a mix of both? How do you guys organize your classes?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that it's all inclusive. So anybody can join the classes. And that's
Right.
what it's all about, is, socializing all together.
Right.
And they are some geared towards, older adults, and some
Yeah.
for kids. So I feel like we really offer a wide range for everyone.
Okay. So like do you see like for example if someone wanted to take the photography class, anyone really, any age range that comes and just has the interest in it can go into that class?
Yes, and
That's
it's taught
great.
by Miss Samia, who is in UK, and so we take it early morning because of the time difference. So there's a lot of us,
man.
that are, from East Coast, West Coast.
Right.
And,
We have to try to cater to all schedules.
London.
I met the teacher at the Creative Workforce Solutions Summit we have every year, which is really cool, where you can learn about different, ways to be an entrepreneur, because sometimes
Okay.
entrepreneurship can be the best path to employment for
Right.
people who have different abilities. So I met her, the photography teacher, and it's so cool that she's in UK. Like we're a very far-reaching organization, and she's very.
What are the
International.
class sizes like? Do you guys try to like have a certain number of people in each class? Like, do you have a cap really of if the class has too many people in it?
Well, I would say the hybrid class, no, there's no restriction on the amount of people that can be in the virtual classes.
Right.
We like to see as many as we can
As
have.
you can.
Yeah.
What are the class sizes about right now?
Well, like I said, the photography class probably has about 7 or 8 of us, but I know that the Disney Club class is very popular. There are probably at least, 15 young adults that are taking that class. And Spanish class is very popular. There's also a coding class. I don't know how to
Oh,
spell
that's
Cody,
really
but
cool.
that seems to be popular these days. So
How do the classes develop? Like, is it, for example, like if someone from the board say like, oh, like someone has expressed interest in, I know you already have cooking, but just as an example, someone's expressed interest in cooking, like, can we start the cooking class? Like, how does that process work for you
right.
guys in terms of figuring out what's popular or like wanted and then making it a class?
Right. Well, first of all, we have Carrie Morris that's in charge of all of our classes, and she's doing an incredible job. So
Okay.
she's recruited a lot of people and have taken surveys to, see what people are actually interested in that might like to take a class about. So that's
Okay.
kind of how that all started. So, but we're adding all the time in each session. And I think it also depends on the instructors as well. We tell
Right.
people that, you could volunteer your time and talent and treasures by teaching classes, and there's
Right.
all sorts of ways to get involved with Unicorn Children's Foundation. So
Right. I was going to ask you guys how you find your teachers. How does that work for you?
it's spreading the word
Okay.
and asking people if they'd like to teach a class. Yeah.
Do some of the people that work like within the board teach classes? Like that someone just has like an interest in a certain topic and or
Not
run one of the
not
clubs?
as of yet.
Okay.
No, none of our board members as of yet are teaching any classes. We do have junior board members that are interested in teaching some classes. I know that Elisa was wanting to teach an astronomy class.
Okay. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool. There's
Yeah.
a question here for you guys. It says, what is
Okay.
the long-term vision for the foundation?
Oh, just to raise awareness and let everyone know, what we can offer to kids and young adults.
Amazing.
Preferences, yes.
You're
When I first started as president, I said one of my goals was for it to be a household name. I would love for everybody to know what Unicorn Children's Foundation, their mission and what we do and how we can help.
right. I don't know if this is something you would know off the top of your head, but do you know how many like participants you have as of right now in terms of like people that are participating in a class or a club?
I believe it's 200.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we
Great.
we
That's
we
awesome.
meet. Yeah, we meet weekly, and these sessions just started recently. So I think Carrie reported to us that we have about 200.
Awesome. That's
Currently.
great.
Yeah,
Katie,
and
what are
it's
some of the
growing.
classes you've liked through Unicorn Children's Foundation or some that you would want to talk about?
I think the yoga class is like super cool because, in yoga, it just like calms your mind. And we live in a very like busy world, and like social media is like so distracting. And yoga, you really get to like detach from all of that. So it's very valuable skill.
Yeah.
I took the cake decorating class, and I will say it was fun, but it's just not for me. My kitchen was a complete mess. I had icing all over it. It's just, but at least I tried it, you know, the one that was teaching it from the chocolate spectrum, because we collaborate with a lot of different organizations. And I just, God love her though, because she was really good at being so patient about it. But
Yeah.
a lot of them did a lot better job than I did. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
But I did it with my daughter, who's on junior board as well, and it was fun to do. But it was.
Right. Right. So I know you said that
I'm
you
not good in
guys
the
have
kitchen. That's all I could
reached.
say.
I know you guys were talking about how you've reached other states now. You're in like 20 something, 22?
Yes, 26. It's fun
26
to see all
states.
the unicorn icons all over the map and see how we're filling it all up.
Yeah. Are
Little by
you,
little.
so does that, when you say you guys are now in this many states, are these people that are participants in the classes and
Yes.
people who teach, or just people that
People that are taking the
participate?
classes participate in the classes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. There's a
Yeah.
question for you that says, does the age range or does the age range or are the members more young adults?
I would say they are more young adults. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
It just depends on the class,
I forget what the topic was, but I think I was going to tell everyone that if you go on our website, you can buy these wonderful unicorn. Like, oh yeah, Angela was saying we love seeing unicorns all over the map. So we sell these unicorn cool socks that you can get from anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're where Alexi lives in New Jersey or all over. They're on our website for a very affordable $10 or maybe it's 15.
Yes.
$10.
$10.
And yeah.
We love
oh,
capturing
then
everything.
if you get the socks and you go on a vacation, you can post them. Angela might know what the hashtag or something would be, but yeah, and then we put them on our map on the website, and it will be like your socks and your location will be like the travel. It's like the
Oh, that's cute.
traveling.
Yeah.
It's like traveling socks, and we post where you were on our map, so then you can make the unicorn map.
I love it. I love it. I
And
had a question and it totally slipped my mind.
I'm going to be taking my unicorn socks to Costa Rica in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you leave on your trip soon. That's so exciting.
My unicorn socks are going on the Costa Rica yoga retreat.
That question came back to me now. I was gonna ask you guys what are some things that you guys do for funding for Unicorn
The
Children's
hashtag
Foundation?
is
Thank you.
Yes, are your socks.
Yeah.
Oh,
the hashtag
love it.
is World of Your
Yes.
Socks. Yeah.
Sorry, you can ask your question.
I just pulled up the class schedule, so I'd like to share with you some of them. They're super cool. Creative writing, the game on, which is game playing, and digital music, and technology. Ooh, that's a good one. I should be taking that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Movie Lovers Club, and as I mentioned, learning Japanese, graphic design, Canva. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people
So
can
find that
enroll and is everything offered virtually or only some classes offered virtually?
All of them are virtual.
Okay, great.
Yeah, some are in person, hybrid. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What are things that you guys have done for like fundraising and just funding overall for Unicorn Children's Foundation? I've seen pictures online, so I wanted to ask you guys about some things that you do.
Oh, well, there's a number of different ways that you can get involved, whether it be monetary or just volunteering your time or spreading the word and being, an advocate for us and an ambassador. So we actually have some fundraisers. We just did one. The junior board was very successful at having one at the Silver Ball. So that was a lot of fun. And I think we're going to make that an annual event, probably in February. I think we'll be doing that. That's in Delray. And we also have an event coming up on the 11th that will be in Boynton Beach. We are taking our Special Perks Cafe mobile cart to an event. It's partnering up with Joe DiMaggio Children's Foundation, Children's Health Specialty, for the Magic on Wheels, I think it's called. So we are offering cups of kindness from our baristas that will be there. And yeah, and then we also have an event on Fisher Island. It's a fashion show luncheon. And of course, our big one is our gala at the Hard Rock in March 26th.
That's amazing.
About that. Yeah.
That's really cool. There's a question here. There's another question for you guys that says, does the foundation organize social gatherings or even possibly chaperone trips for the members?
We haven't done chaperone trips, but we do social gatherings. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine just reached out to me and told me that she just purchased Paint with a Twist. And she said she would love to come into the Connection Center to do like a family paint night. So I think we're going to start doing more of those. We're going to be doing some candle making. We are collaborating with Sensibility. Bonnie and her girls will be coming in to teach how to make candles and as I mentioned, the Paint with a Twist and soap making and so stay tuned for all of those sort of things that we'll be doing in our Connection Center.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know that's so I think that's something that a lot of parents say that they wish that there was more of, like social gatherings or social I had taken a poll asking basically what people felt was missing the most, whether it was opportunities for like growth for employment or opportunities for the person that they're caring for to have like social outings or like places that they could all just socialize together with other adults with developmental differences. And a lot of people really voted more on the social side. They find it very hard to find a place or an organization or a group that will do things just for adults with developmental differences. And I know like the inclusion is great of like obviously integrating both neurotypical and neurodiverse individuals together. But I do feel like there is something important about these individuals in the developmental differences or the neurodiverse community to have places where they can meet other adults like them as well. Like just the same way that we relate to people that we have similarities with. Like I think that that's something that's lacking for that community. There's not really a space where they feel like they can always fit in, if that's the correct word. I know that's something that my sister personally has struggled with as an adult now.
Right. And absolutely. And our connection center that's located in Boca, once the COVID numbers start going down, we're hoping to open our center Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and offer, you know, different activities throughout the day to do. So we know there's an absolute need for that in the community. So we're looking forward to when that day comes that we can all be in person.
Yeah. I mean, Katie, I feel
probably still
obviously
masks,
you can
but...
speak. Yeah.
But
I feel you can obviously speak to this, Katie. Like, do you feel like it's important to have, say, groups that are just specifically for individuals that are neurodiverse, or do you feel like everything should always be mixed? Like, what is your opinion, like being an adult in this community?
I think there's many different sides to that conversation, but
Yeah.
people would say, you know, a little bit of both. Like we don't
Yeah.
want there's a community that's opening in Miami that's going to be specifically housing for people with disabilities, and some people say, oh, we should try to mix that up a little bit. So there's things like that, mix it up. But also there is a benefit to you know, having like, you know, everyone with here has a disability, or everyone here is autistic, because then what people can do, and the benefit to that is not having to like mask, or like not, you know, maybe eye contact's hard for you, so you can just not worry about that in that setting, and that a relief for people who, you know, like let's say they're autistic and then they're hanging out with neurotypical peers, which happens to me often. I hang out with a lot of neighbors who may or may not realize that I have autism, and yeah, I you know, so it, you know, obviously I have to mask, or some of them know, but like still it's just different. So yeah, I think there's each. I tend to ramble and not really make a good point.
No, I think you made a great point. Because I do think that there is an importance of having the middle too, but that's obviously me, like from an outside perspective. So I was wondering how you felt about it.
You need both. Like there's is it Best Buddies or is it different organizations? I think there's organizations out there like Friendship Journey is one locally for us, and I think their goal is to put somebody you know, that doesn't have a disability with someone who does have a disability.
Right. We had a lot of programs like that in school, and I know that there's like nonprofits and organizations that do that into adulthood. Ours was a Best Buddies program where like a neurodiverse student was paired with a neurotypical student. And we would, you know, I don't know, do certain things with them during the day and then after school programs as well.
You know, if you haven't seen the show As We See It on Amazon Prime, it's a new show about autism, and I think it's one of the best representations we've had about autism in media thus far. Way better than Atypical in my opinion, and in points I probably cried.
Wow.
So, but I think that there's this one girl, and if you watch it, you can really learn about, get an answer to that question. Through the whole series, the whole first season, follow Violet's story about how she really wants to get a boyfriend, and not only does she really want to get a boyfriend, but she does want to have autism. Even though she has autism, she only wants to date someone that's narcissistic. So that is give us a little bit of the answer of there might be, it depends person to person. There might be people out there who they just, and then there's 3 roommates in the story and as we see it show. And then another one of the roommates, like he tries to hide he doesn't want anyone to know he has autism. So it's really person to person. Some people, they have this, they really want to be seen just like everybody else,
Yeah.
So yeah, they might not want to date within the disability world. They may just want to have neurotypical peers, friends. So
Right. No, that's really interesting. I definitely want to watch that one. I might need you to text me the name because I'll probably forget. I know we talked a little bit about dating in our last live and more like your personal experiences, but this reminded me, I think in the beginning you guys mentioned that maybe it was you, Angela, that Unicorn Children's Foundation has some, I don't know if it's a class or a group that revolves around
and
dating.
I have I'm gonna be in a podcast about dating that comes out on, I think it's like Valentine's Day, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, cool. Send it my way and I'll post it. But yeah, do you guys have a class that
We do. Dating
okay,
and
what does
relationships.
that class look like?
Dating and relationships. It's on let's see, Wednesdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
Okay, is that taught by like a psychologist or just someone who is like a dating expert, I guess? Like, I don't know what you would call it.
Miss Sam teaches that, I believe. So she's really, I'm not sure exactly, but I'm sure she's qualified enough to teach that. So
yeah, what kind of stuff do they talk about? Like, what is it like? Kind of like how to get yourself into a relationship, or like the maintain, I guess probably all of it, but like what does that class look like?
I think it might just really how to go on a date, and how to progress in a relationship. Like some people, when they're in a relationship, maybe they introduce parents too soon, and there's all just relationships that obviously like maybe everybody struggles to understand, but people with autism struggle more so to understand. Yeah, and also like they talk about safety things and the world of online dating, and
that's awesome.
And recognizing signs, right, Katie, as to whether or not it's somebody that might be interested in you. Is it just because they want to just get to know you as a friend, or are they interested in you to take it further?
Oh, that's really awesome. I really like that. Me and Katie were talking a bit about that in our last live, that I mean, dating in general is hard for anybody, especially like that nonverbal communication piece of relationships, like the body language or like the things that you're not directly saying out. And like, that's hard for anybody to understand. And I know that the relationship side of things is something that my sister definitely has a lot of challenges with now, whether it's with friendships or like romantic relationships. It's definitely the most challenging for her, I'd say, to date. Yeah. But I think my last question I had for you guys, and you could both share your insight, was what is your favorite thing about Unicorn Children's Foundation?
Oh,
I'm sure there's a lot of things you can say.
That's not a fair question. That's like asking me who my favorite kid is, and I have 2 children. So it's like there's everything all about it. I guess I'd have to say just giving individuals with developmental differences the opportunity to have successful lives and independence, learning independence, and just the opportunities that we give them. So for my son, he's a barista now with Special Perks Cafe. So
that's awesome.
Pretty special, and I'm pretty proud of that. So.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Thank you. Katie, do you want to share your favorite?
I just really like all the people. Like, I work with many organizations, but I guess like, like the people at Unicorn are just extra special. And they've just given me like a lot of opportunities. They're always like supportive, and they're just really supportive people you really want to be around, And, it's just like a great organization. We love the junior board. Junior board's super fun, and we always have lots of things ways to contribute. So yeah, I think it's a great organization, and yeah, I love the people. I've met really great people there, from the board to like the staff to like the people on the junior board.
That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Katie, I know I asked you this in your last live, so I don't know if one of you wants to answer or both of you. But I always like to ask everybody, like, what is your takeaway message that you would like the viewers to know, whether it's about specifically about unicorn or just about like the neurodiverse population in general, just like something you would like the viewers to leave with today. Katie, I think your message last time revolved around being kind, like kindness and acceptance.
Yes, I got
Yeah.
get.
Go
Oh
watch
yeah, it was because I remember you brought the
That's our
bracelet out
hashtag.
too.
Get caught being kind. That's what I.
Also, go watch As We See It on Amazon Prime because I think that it's a really good show so far. So
Great.
And feel free to reach out to us, and also if you feel that you need to get more information about our hub is specialneedspbc.info. It's full of information that's
and go
very helpful.
Perfect.
Along with our website.
Yeah, go sign up for classes on the website because you could take them from wherever you are. You don't even have to be in Florida where our connection center is. You can take them from
Exactly.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I really just love everything that Unicorn Children's Foundation does, and I wish you guys all the success as you continue to grow. I'm sure there's so much more in store for you guys and more
Thank
classes
you.
to develop. I know it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
This,
Check
what
out
were you-
our Uniquely Gifted Boutique also.
Yeah.
Online.
Oh yes.
Those that's online for those that are interested in purchasing items that our artisans make. So
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. I thank you guys again for just coming on and, taking the time to do this with me today. I really appreciate it.
absolutely.
For those of you watching, next weekend, I will not be doing a live because it is a Valentine's weekend. I figured maybe people will be doing something, going somewhere. I feel like a lot of people have plans this year, so I decided to wait until that is over. So the weekend after that, which brings us to February 20th already, which is crazy, I will be doing a live with another nonprofit organization called Tech Kids Unlimited. They were supposed to come on in January, and we had, unfortunately, a connectivity issue that we couldn't do the live that night. They are another organization that works with individuals with developmental differences to learn skills specifically related to tech, to help open doors with their passions. It's whether it's just for hobbies or for like employment endeavors. So really excited for them to come on and share a little bit about them with you. But yeah, that'll be in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. And yeah, if you are interested in participating in a live ever or know somebody that is, they could just reach out to me on this app or in my email, which is on my profile, and we can definitely set something up. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it.
And one last thing, next time you're in Florida, we have to get together.
Yes, please. I will be back in April, so we will definitely have to plan something. I told Katie that we'll need to get together for dinner.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
Lexi. All right. Bye, Katie.
Bye.
Take care.